This is how to create a 0 point from Capture the Collider. I'm glad I wasn't that guy. In this video I'm going to show you how to make the 0 point from my map Capture the Collider. I'm going to start off by showing you the pieces that you need. This is a large primitive shaped B sphere. If you want to find that, then you can search, you can go to galleries and search primitive shapes and then come up with 2 galleries. Primitive shape gallery B is what you're going to want. If you place down the gallery, it will be right over here. Bigger version of the sphere, because that's one of the pieces you're going to need. Well, I already have it right here. We need the concealed 0 point prop from the Spire gallery. I'm just going to search Spire, and then that will come up. It will show you all these galleries, the one with all the different terrain pieces, the one you're going to need. You're going to find this concealed 0 point prop here. That's almost everything you're going to need, but other than that, you're going to need a teleporter device. Instead of galleries, you can go to devices and then search teleporter, and then it will come up. We'll also need a customizable light device, so, you know, just put a light and it should come up. But we're going to start off by using the concealed 0 point. We are going to resize it down in all dimensions twice, so we'll set resize axis to all and then resize it down twice. And then you're going to change the resize axis to height and size it down once more. Copy the piece, so make another version of this piece and flip it upside down. You should also rotate it so you got the things in a different place. So you have that. We're going to use this piece from earlier, so and then you can go back one and it will take you instantly to the one you need, black marble. That's the one at the very end, but resize to all, and then if you resize it, I think I resized it about 30 times there. To help us place this next part properly, once you've selected all 3 pieces, so you've got the 2 spires on the inside, the primitive shape, you're going to try your best to line up. So you see that tiny little dot at the bottom here? You're going to line that up right at the bottom of this wall, but also in the center. You go get your teleporter device and you're going to customize this. You only need to change 2 things. Teleporter group, none. Teleporter target group, none. And that's all you need to do. 30 to 35-ish times you have to resize it. Best thing to do is just resize it until you get it just under the size of the primitive shape. So if you were to, let's say you were to stick it inside of it, it wouldn't stick out, but it's also a really big teleporter. Anyway, so we're gonna duplicate the walls we did before, so replace these, but again, basically, that's an example for that. And we gotta make sure it's right under the point, because as we were lining up earlier, that is the center point right there. So make sure the, you know, the middle glowing part is in the corner of your metal wall, and then you can rotate it a couple times. So pick it, make a new version of this prop, rotate it facing left, and place, rotate it facing backwards, place, rotate it facing right, and place. This is going to give us that fractured, like the 0 point from the fracture event look. Now once you do that, you want to select it, but you're going to select it with any of these 3 walls. I'm going to select it from the bottom one so it doesn't interfere with anything. Okay, once you place the rifts, obviously I placed it wrong, so if you do this, if you're copying the exact same thing I did, then you're going to select you select the sphere and the spire pieces inside, and you're going to grab the 0 point, move it down once on grid snap 4, and then you will have you're going to have the fractured, so this is the 0 point from the fracture event look. So it's not complete, but that's mainly everything. So I'm going to tell you what settings for this, because the settings are a little more than a rift, but still not a crazy amount. Light color, you're going to turn this to any sort of bright blue. I'm going to make it 00CEEA. Light reflection intensity is going to be 0. Light type is going to be spotlight. Light size is going to be 100. So you can put that to the max. Go to all options, by the way, for the next part. You're going to find light intensity. Set light intensity to 25. And that's the settings we need for the light device. Make it face the 0 point, like, so you can see these little arrows. You gotta make sure they are facing the 0 point and try and center it up a little. Nice. If you're trying to make it easy on yourself, then you can do a circle trick. Now we have that. I'm going to select both the lights. I'm also going to select the sphere as a center point. and then we can rotate it, and there we go, we have most of the 0 point. Now make a new customizable light, and we're gonna go set this to any of these, you know, purplish colors. We go for that because 0 point does have some purple in it sometimes. Okay, so you're gonna rotate it at an angle which is, you know, you can see the example here. Here's the 0 point of the other lights, and here's the new light we just placed, and do that for each corner basically. Okay, I skipped a couple steps on the lights, but you know, it should be self-explanatory by that point. And that is it. That's how you make the most realistic 0 point in Fortnite Creative 1.0. That's about everything, and that's the thing. Huh? Bye bye now.